welcome to another video. Today we are reviewing a very iconic car, and that is the Porsche 911. My friend recently bought this Porsche 911 and I am so lucky that I got to borrow it for a night, so I thought I would bring you guys along. This particular one is a Porsche 911 SC, that's a Super Carrera from 1978. So this car has 180 horsepower from a 3-liter flat-six engine. This 911 has actually been restored and I think it looks really good. And it does not have the normal fenders anymore. The rear fenders have been swapped out. So the car is now a lot wider, so it does look like a 930 turbo or a 911 turbo. And I want to experience what the hype is. All people talking about like old Porsche 911s are special and they feel so special to drive and stuff like that. And I'm curious what is so special about Porsche 911s, because it's almost like it's a religion for some people. It's so important for them to drive and own a Porsche 911. So hopefully I will get some sensation feeling about what people mean by that, because I have no clue. I mean, I know the weight distribution is not perfect because the engine is in the back, so it can't be perfect, but I don't know. I want to get the hype. I want to understand why people really love these types of cars. So now, time to get in the car and test it out. First thing that I noticed is that this car clearly does not have power steering, and that makes the steering feel quite different than what I'm used to in my cars. So I mean, when going quite slow, that is not the best, but when you're going fast, I imagine it's actually not that bad. It has a, as you see, aftermarket steering wheel, and I really like that you have your rev gauge like in the center of my eyes. Like that is the main thing you have to focus on. I mean, the speed, it doesn't matter, it's behind the steering wheel here. That doesn't matter. This is a sports car. You have to know when you're going to gear change. Let's go down to second. Wow. I mean, I hear a lot more engine noise than I hear exhaust notes. And I like that, it's pretty cool. It has a really different kind of sound. I really like this aftermarket steering wheel. It makes the experience a lot better in my eyes. I really like that. It's small, it makes it like nimble. And it's actually quite, I mean, it feels tight in the drivetrain and everything. If I do like that, like this, with the steering, it moves. It does exactly what I tell it to. Now we're getting up to some twisty corners. Okay, now I know what a car feels like with the engine in the rear. I did not understeer, but I really felt like the front end did not want it to turn into the turn. I mean, I was turning, but it kind of, I don't know, it felt weird. I don't know, it was a strange feeling. I mean, it handles way better than my old 68 Mustang, I must say, so I'm not complaining about that. But still, it was quite strange to, yeah. We need some more cornering, okay? So here we have higher speed limits again. Now I'm going to take it in first gear and give it a proper pull to see how it pulls. Okay. Well, 3-liter flat-six, 180 horsepower. Surprised me. in the top end after passing like 4,000 or 5,000 RPMs. It had a little bit of extra. That was pretty cool. I haven't actually been driving too much flat-six engines, so I do not know how the power curve is, but that was actually quite interesting. We can do one more. Oh, it's so good to look in the mirror and just see those fat body lines. It's so good. Okay, we'll do it again. Wow. That's cool. That's really cool. I mean, it's actually quite comfortable to drive. I mean, it has electrical sunroof, and the windows, I mean, they feel nice, they're easy. I don't know, the transmission feels pretty good. I think that has been restored as well. I don't know if that's the original trans, but I think it is, since it's a 4-speed. I think that's the original trans. And I don't know, it has a special feeling. The steering, with no power steering, it has a special feeling to it, I must admit. I'm not saying I like it yet, but it's a special feeling. You feel like you have to work with the car a lot more. I am a really sucker for manual cars because you need to work more with your car. People always say, well, yeah, you can go around the track faster with PDK, for example, in a Porsche, but I don't care about that. I mean, I am not a world champion of racing, so I'm obviously not going to set a track record anyway, so I'm all about just having the most fun. And, well, in a manual car, you can have a lot of fun. You will have more fun. And this car, well, you can have a lot of fun. Whoa! Say it understairs, but something fishy is going on. It's not like what I'm used to with the engine in the front. Now let's get the GoPro camera on my head and you will experience how it is from my perspective. Transmission it feels really hard, but then again it feels like firm, so I like it. One thing that I'm not really used to at all, if you see my feet right now, they're going that, and on this Porsche I have to have them like this. I mean, they're like a little bit, in my opinion, a little bit too much to the right. I don't know. Some cars are really different that way, but that was the first thing I noticed when I got in this car earlier, and I just pushed the brake immediately, and I thought that was the throttle, but it's not. That was the brake. So that is also something to get used to. I'm used to it now, so it takes only a couple of minutes, but it's not a big deal. But I mean, it's something like, it's really cool that all cars have their own way of design, and I mean, the key is on the left. That's really like strange. Porsche did that for racing purposes back when it did the 24-hour of Le Mans. So when the driver had to run in and get in the car and start driving, they could start the car with their left hand, so they could do it a lot faster than, like, compared to all the other guys that had to get in the car and then use their right hand to do it. I mean, just those two turns right there, if I were in my Nissan 200 SX S14 right now, I would never have the opportunity to just floor it in those turns. That car would just start to drift that easily. So with this 911, that having the engine in the back really makes it a lot more grippier than maybe just, let's say, a normal car. So I would imagine like a 911 turbo with a lot of horsepower would actually be a really good race car because of it would have that traction. I really enjoy that special sound that the car makes, and like I said, you'd hear way more engine than you do exhaust. I mean, yeah, there we held heard the belt, but whatever. Okay. That was a lot of fun, to be honest. I really enjoyed that drive. It was very much different than anything else I've been driving so far. So a really good experience. I mean, it's not like a BMW, it's not like a Japanese car, it's not like my Ford Mustang. I mean, it's really special, and I'm not saying that I loved the experience right off the bat, but I could understand why people like these cars, because they are special and you do not get the driving experience like this anywhere else. Yeah, I am really happy about testing this car out. It was really fun. So thanks to the cameraman of my videos for letting me borrow his car. And if you guys have a cool car you want me to make a sort of a kind of a review about, send me a DM on Instagram at FaderFilms, and I will maybe also make a video about your car, because I am really all about testing out different kind of cars. I want to see what's out there. I want to see what kind of experiences cars can offer, and to be honest, this car really offered something else. I am not blown away, but it was really something different than what I thought it would give me. So yeah, I mean, and look at the design. I mean, those iconic lines, and it looks great. I mean, look at that. Those headlights and the rear fenders, the wheels, the fog lights, the hood, I mean, the lines in the hood, the shape, I mean, it looks stunning. I'm not gonna say anything else. It looks stunning. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching this episode. I really hope you enjoyed. I'm sorry it was not the usual content I usually make, but I thought it would be cool to test out a different kind of car than I am usually doing. Porsche is not something I've never had on my channel, but yeah, I want to develop, I want to try different stuff. And this is me trying different types of cars. So hopefully you enjoyed, like the video if you did, and subscribe if you want to see more of maybe some car reviews or with some of my other cars as well. I will make a lot more videos with my cars, of course. So yeah, see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.